So I'm really stoked. My emergency preparedness and emergency resources closet just keeps getting better and better. So I've got some new things in here. So I've now added a 0 degree, really good Alps mountaineering sleeping bag. In addition to my holy and no longer 32 degree bag, but that's what it originally was. And my summer 50 degree sleeping bag. Got my fleece blankets. And then I got today to add in here, I got a gallon of white gas, white fuel to go with my Whisper Light International white gas cooking stove. It's truly like the most bang for your buck. It's also like that cook stove cost a fortune. It's like top of the line. And then I've got like a fuel bottle for it, an MSR fuel bottle that I can refill from here as needed. It's great for like trekking, camping, all of that. So I'm just thrilled that so much of my stuff is like dual purpose. And then I had my like humble, modest first aid kit from before. I just got this one to add to it. It's got 265 pieces and it's really got some good stuff in it. It's got Silvex, which is really good stuff. And it's got cold compress. It's got just quite a bit of stuff and a first aid guide. And then I got my Hiker Pro Katahdin microfilter water filtration system. So like when my stored water and like the water I'd have stored in my bathtub, when I follow these solar alerts, and if there's a moderate alert or higher, I'm filling up my bathtub. In case the power grid goes down, I have that extra water, which average bathtub 35 to 50 gallons. But this is super important. Because I do live close to a creek, but, you can't drink straight out of the creek. And this water and bathtub water will not last long. It won't. So I bought this. It was expensive. It's like pretty top of the line. It's very good water filtration system with a pump. So I could put one into the hose and this into the creek and pump through the water filter. This filter filters out bacteria and protozoa. Now, it's not good on viruses. So, and you got to be concerned, like in today's modern world, hepatitis gets in the water, sewage gets in the water, things like that, viruses. Also, beaver poop getting in water is not safe to drink. So, I thought about everything. I got this for bacteria and protozoa, and then I still have coming in the mail 100 count bottle of aqua tabs, which purify water and kill viruses. So that would mean like I could make safe water and potable purified water out of horrible water. So, but the creek's pretty decent, but you just never know what's in there, and things are microscopic, so you just can't tell. And I wanted to make sure that I could effectively, I'm going to get more aqua tabs too. Like, one tablet is good for like half a gallon of water, or a gallon of water, I can't remember which. So like 100 tabs will last quite a long time, but won't last forever, right? So I want to continue to stock up on the aqua tabs for purifying water. Stored water is great to have too. But, the prediction is if the whole power grid goes down because of solar flaring, it'll take at least 6 months to get up and going again. And without electricity, there's no running water because all of that works off of pumps, electric pumps. So what I would do is I would do both. I'd filter water, travel to the creek. The creek's 0.9 miles from my house. I'm already somebody that likes to walk for fun. So walking 0.9 miles to fetch water's not a huge crisis for me. But I wouldn't like drink all of my stored water up and then be stuck doing nothing but walking back and forth to the creek. I'd do both. I would do both. I'd drink some of my stored water, a little bit of my stored water, and then I'd get creek water. And then I'd drink some of my stored water and then get creek water. And just do both. Because why? Because it would make my life easier in a situation like that. To not have to run to the creek every other day. And to, but be able to. And so I would do both. So my emergency preparedness and emergency resources closet just gets better and better. I'm also waiting. I already purchased and ordered it. A solar powered and crank powered emergency NOAA, which is like the government's basically emergency broadcast system. It's tuned to that. And it also has a power bank in it, so I can like crank it or solar power it. It can store power, and it has like the outlets for charging rechargeable devices. Which for me, I invest in rechargeable things like this rechargeable flashlight. I have rechargeable headlamp. I've also got more solar panels here for recharging that folds out. So I'm waiting on the Aqua tabs, and I'm waiting on the NOAA emergency radio crank powered solar powered power station to come and arrive. But I got the 0 degree seating bag because let's say the power grid goes down in the middle of winter. Well, I have all electric baseboard heating. I wouldn't have heat. And these things are like dual purpose. I like to trek and camp. So like this is all stuff that I can also use for that. Like my 45-liter trekking backpack. This could also hold 5 gallons of water in a jug. I'm going to buy a 5-gallon collapsible water jug. So what I would do when I went to the creek for water is I would use my filter and the Aqua tabs, pump and fill that 5-gallon jug, carry it in here, and hike it back home. And I would just do that as much as I needed to get by and have water. Water's a huge thing. A person can only go 3 days without water, then they die. So it's, it's great knowing I'm so close to a creek. And now I'm set. Like, I have storage water, and then I also have the ability for like a renewable water source because I bought the filter, and the Aqua tabs are coming too. So that's fantastic. It's getting better.